Yeah, so I remember about 3 or 4 years ago, I was hanging out at the school because my friend lived at the dorms at my high school, and so I was riding my bike home from there. And how our town is set up is that there's a school, it's a campus, and there's railroad tracks to go. You drive for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. There's railroad tracks, and so I rode my bike through, and I got to the railroad tracks, and you remember a couple years ago there was that meme about like, oh my god, he can't hear us, he has AirPods in, there's a truck coming or whatever. Well, I had AirPods in, and I was listening to Jump Around at like full blast, and so I remember passing the railroad tracks, and for some reason or another, I don't know, I don't really remember how, there was probably a stick or whatever, my bike was stuck. My bike wasn't going anywhere, and so I'm sitting there, I'm working at it. Maybe it was like those metal spikes that go into the ground at the railroad tracks. Maybe that was screwing it up. I can't remember. But I remember thinking, as I'm trying to get my bike unstuck, so that this is a weird noise, you know? I don't remember this being in the song. That's kind of stupid. They added it in. And I just happened, after that thought went out of my head, I looked over, and 150 feet away, train blaring its horn at me to get out of off the railroad tracks. So that at that point, adrenaline kicked in, and I just kind of threw my bike, and I made it fine, hence me being here. But there's maybe 4 or 5 seconds where I made it to the ground, and then looked over, and maybe 5 seconds later, the train passed where I was. What's most jarring about that entire thing is that, let's say, hypothetically, I was toast and they got me good. The very last thing that I would have ever seen, experienced from the world was just listening to Jump Around, Jump Around. You know what I mean? And that messes with me.